Janusz Michallik has made his Euro picks for us. We're going to go through who he thinks are going to be some of those standout players and teams in the tournament. Let's start with your Golden Boot winner, Janusz. You've gone for Harry Kane. He was the Golden Boot winner in the World Cup in 2018. What makes you think he's going to do it again in another major tournament?
I just think he's one of the few people in the history, and I'm not afraid to say that. I mean, that just knows how to score goals, right? I mean, look what he's done, even at Spurs, where, it's not a special team. Obviously, for 2 or 3 years, they were pretty good, but now he continues to score. And I just think, I look at England, I don't even think that they're one of the favorites, at least for me. But the thing is that they're playing at home, right? I mean, I think there's only one game, I can't remember now which one it is, in the knockout round, where they may have to travel somewhere. They're home. He's a proven goal scorer. I think he's just has got an incredible knock on that. And also we found out that he's not just a striker. He's not just a pure number 9, is he, Kay? I mean, he can come inside and he can do a lot of things. And I think that this is tournament. Obviously, we're hearing all the rumors. He may or may not be leaving. I think it's a platform for him to show even, the entire world that's watching European Championships how good he is. So, I think this is going to be his tournament. I think once again, even the fact that he's taking penalties and all of that, I think he's going to be tremendous.
I like it. It suggests that you think England are going to have a deep run. I'll take it. Player of the tournament. You've gone for Karim Benzema, a player that we didn't even know would be back with the French side a matter of weeks ago now, and obviously he's back there, and you think he's going to make a real mark on his return.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine, you and I have talked about this already previously. Just imagine the feeling, right? I mean, after being, Didier Deschamps, obviously, for the, all the controversy that came with Karim Benzema, this is something special for him. I can only think about him as a former player. How would I feel where I know I belong? I'm one of the best in the world, yet I don't play for numerous reasons for the national team. Just imagine. And these are the world champions. I mean, this is an exceptional team in every position, and he's going to come in there, and I just think he's going to light it up. I think this is one of those things that if he doesn't, it's going to be crazy. And I don't know if I could explain why he didn't, because all the pieces are there for him to be successful, and I think he will be.
Of all the young players that you could have chosen from, you've chosen a defender. You've gone for Matthijs de Ligt. So why will he shine above all others, in your opinion?
I know that you like him as well. I just think he's that intelligent. It took him a little bit to adjust to Serie A, didn't he? And I never doubted him. I think in terms of intelligence, the way he sees the game, the way he reads the game. Look, we're talking about Ruben Dias. We're talking about Van Dijk, who obviously won't be playing. And those are great players. I put him in the same category. As good, if not better, I think he could be as those two players, right? It just sometimes, it's one of those things that, Premier League is the Premier League. Everybody pays attention to it. And they watch, the Van Dijks of the world or Ruben Dias. And, Serie A, of course, is massive. But sometimes you don't watch game to game. And of course, his time at Ajax, superb player. So I had zero. I mean, I didn't even spend a second to think about who's going to be one of those center backs. And when I saw the young player, I'm like, come on, has to be him.
All right. So the dark horse we've been determining as a team that exceeds expectations, because otherwise it's hard to pin down what could be classed as a dark horse, especially because there are some big nations that haven't won anything, maybe for a long time, maybe ever, but it seems weird making them a dark horse. So a dark horse for us here at ESPN FC is a team that exceeds expectations. Who have you gone for?
Well, I've gone from Denmark, and you know what? I was thinking about justifying this, this player, use names and Ericsson. No, it just, it took me, first of all, I mean, look at their games, previously, the qualifying and what they've done. I mean, they're a tremendous team. And I went back, I'm old enough to remember 1992 when they weren't even invited, right? Former Yugoslavia was kicked out of the tournament. And the rest is history. They just came in and they won it. And I look at this team and they're just as good. They really are, because, all you have to do is watch, some of the games like I do, previously, how well they've done. And I think this is a team that also, let's not forget, they're playing home. These Euros are different, right? I mean, there's a lot of home nations. And if you look at Denmark, all the group games are in Copenhagen. I think that's going to help them to that degree. I said, usually we pick Croatia because, right? They've proven us right, I think, in the past. And I said, you know what? Why not Denmark? So I think they're going to go far. How's that?
I can only think of one of, it's nice, but I can only think of one of our pundits on FC who hasn't gone for France. It's not you, because you're going for France to win it all. So they failed at the final asking in Euro 2016 on home turf. What makes you think that they can do it this time around? They are the favorites with the bookies as well.
Kay, when I was thinking about it, how we sometimes, when we do these things, you say, well, I want to say something special, somebody that nobody else is going to know. And if I'm right, everybody's going to love. But at the end of the day, world champions. Look at that team. And now Karim Benzema. I would have picked him with Giroud if he was still starting for them. They're that good. Why complicate it? It's a simple game, right? Most of my managers told me that, it is a simple game. And I look at France. I know they're in a very difficult group. So it's one of those that either ends early or they're going to win it, because, you have Portugal and you have Germany in that group, right? So, something's got to give, although third place teams advance as we know it as well, 4 of them. But they're just so talented. It's hard to pick against them. And if I'm wrong, but it's not going to be because they're not good. It just means that something happened, and it's going to be maybe luck, because they're good enough to win it.
Yeah, and they know what it is as well to win back-to-back major tournaments. Right. So let's see if they can do it this time. And let's see if Janusz and so many of the rest of our FC pundits are right that France is going to win it all.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.